Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. VENU GEET. So yesterday we were hearing what is the essence of these eyes. Krishna has given us these beautiful eyes. But the essence of these eyes is to see Krishna. But in which life? So in which lifetime we'll be having darshan of Krishna? It's very difficult to predict. But our Gurudevs, our Guru Parampara has told us that we can see Krishna not with our eyes, but we can have these darshans through our ears. We'll hear about Krishna through our ears, and then our eyes will deserve to have darshan of Krishna. So do you think the gopis, they used to have darshan through ears? Yes, indeed. Through ears. Because through ears, the gopis used to hear a lot, every time about Krishna. But whom do they hear from? Like in VENU GEET, they're talking to each other. But otherwise, Purnamasi Devi. Through Purnamasi Devi, they used to hear Krishna Katha. So the essence of these eyes is to have darshan of Krishna. So in this verse, we heard the word Rajesh Sutyo. So there is a word Rajesh Sutyo. So when in any particular word, we hear the word au, the matra au, it means it is a plural form indicating the twins, two. Rajesh Sota. Like if we hear the word Vrishbhanu Sutta. So here the word Sutta means a singular tense. One, the dear daughter of Vrishbhanu Maharaj, Radharani. But when we hear the word Sutyo, au, it means do, two, plural sense. Like there is a verse which give pranam. It's like a pranam month for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityanand Prabhu. And we have the word yo. Jo ajami lambito bhujao, au. Au means plural, which is referred for two. So in the same verse, we offer obeisances to both Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityanand Prabhu. Ajanu lambito bhujao, kanakavdatao, sankirtane kapitro, kamlaye takshao, Vishambharo, Dvijvaro, Yug Dharma Palao, Vande Jagat Priyakaro, Karuna Avataro. So in the end, there is au every time. Au. That means it is referred for two. It's used for the plural tense, both for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityanand Prabhu. So in the same verse, we speak or we pay obeisances to both. Similarly, in this verse, we have here the word Sutyo. Sutyo. It means they're referring about Krishna and Balram. So same word is being referred for Krishna as well as Balram. So the essence of the eyes is when you see both Krishna and Balram entering into the forest with their cows and calves. So the gopis, the Vraj gopis, they are using the word au for both Krishna and Balaram. So here the word Balram, even Brajesh Sutyo is used for Balramji. Brajesh means the king of Braj, Braj ke Raja, the king of Vraj. Who is the king of Vraj? Shri Nand Maharaj. He is the king of Vraj. So Brajesh Sutyo. So Krishna is the son of Nand Baba. So is Balram also the son of Nand Baba? Well, he's well Vasudev ji, and Rohini. So Balram ji is the son of Vasudev and Rohini Maiya. So we are going to hear this in detail. Like in this shlok, in this verse, we are using the word Brajesh Sutayo. So Krishna and Balram together, they are being referred. But Krishna is the son of Nand Maharaj. But Balram is not the son of Nand Maharaj. Then why they are using the word Sutayo as the son of Vraj, king of Vraj? So we need to know about this. In Harivansh Puran, it's being written that Baldev Maharaj is the son of Vasudev Maharaj. He had so many cows. So it is not like that only Nand Maharaj has number of cows, because at that era, the one who possessed more number of cows were used to be considered more affluent or more rich. So even Vasudev Maharaj had a number of cows, particular number of cows, though not as much as Nand Baba had, but still he had so many cows. So even Vasudev Maharaj had so many cows, so he was also the king of Braj. So he is also referred as the king of Brajesh. So that is why he's also famous in Braj Dham as the king of Braj. So not only Nand Maharaj, he was the king of Braj, but also Vasudev Maharaj is also considered as the king of Braj. And similarly, even Vrishmhanu Maharaj, he was considered as the king of Braj. He was also referred as Brajesh, the king of Braj. So that is why even their son can also be referred as Brajesh, the son of king of Braj. So we can also say Balram Dev or Balramji as the son of king of Braj. Krishna is the son of Nand Maharaj, who is also the king of Vraj, and Balram is also referred as the son of king of Vraj, though he was the son of Vasudeva Maharaj. कभी कोई पूछे तो आपको इसका उत्तर आना चाहिए. दूसरी बात The second thing is, which was the birthplace of Balramji? Balramji was born. So Maharaji is asking about the birthplace of Balramji. It was also in the Braj. That he even Vasudev Maharaj had lots of cows, so he's also referred as the king of Raj. So his son is the son of king of Raj. But the second reason is because Balramji was also born in Braj, and he was very dear to Nand Maharaj. So Nand Maharaj uh, nourished Balram Maharaj as his own son only. He was taking care of Balramji as his own son. So in Mathura, Balram Maharaj was actually the part of Balram Maharaj was in the womb of Devki Maharani, and from and Balramji was born out of the seventh son of Devki Maharaj. But Rohini Devi was living along with Nand Baba in Gokul, and she was also pregnant at that time. So in Gokul, Rohini Devi also gave birth to Balramji. But who was taking care of? But who was taking care of the son of Rohini? So Devki ji and Vasudev ji, they were not taking care of Balram ji. So as Nand Maharaj and Yashoda Maya, they considered the son of Rohini Maya as his own son. So they were also referred as mother and father of Balram ji. So the second reason is that he is also Brajesh Sutra because he was taken care as a son by Nand Maharaji and Yashoda Maya. So Balramji is also referred as Brajesh Sut, or the son of King of Braj. So in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is referred that after the birth of Krishna, Nand Baba went to Mathura to pay the tax, and he met Vasudev Maharaj there. Like Nandotsav was celebrated in Gokul. So Shukdev Maharaj ji, he announced the Nandotsav, the festival of birth of Krishna, that Nand Baba celebrated the birth of Krishna, and everyone used to cheer, Nand ke Anand bhayo, Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, Hathi Guda Pal ki, Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki, Jai Dau Dayal ki. So as soon as this festival got over, Vasudev Maharaji, who was there in the prison house of Kansa, he sent few of their soldiers and spy and asked Nand Babaji, the tax that you pay to Kansa every year, you have to come in person and have to deposit this tax in person to Kansa. Because actually Vasudev Maharaji was scared that they are celebrating the birth of a child who is a newly born child. So he was little worried about the newborn baby born to Nand Maharaji. So Vasudev Maharaji sent his own personal soldiers and told Nand Maharaji that you yourself come to pay tax to Kansa. So on hearing this, Nand Baba himself went to Mathura to pay the tax to Kansa. And at the same time, Nand Baba thought of meeting Vasudev Maharaji in the prison house. So as soon as Nand Baba met Vasudev Maharaji, so Vasudev Maharaji just came running and hugged each other, and they started crying. They both were feeling joy in their heart, meeting each other and seeing their heart. So Vasudev Maharaji told Nand Maharaji that, oh dear Nand Maharaj, it's a matter of great joy that at this age you were blessed with a son. So at this age means he was not that young. It's a matter of great joy that you are blessed with a son at this age. Because in our scriptures, it's written that Nand Baba was at a great age when Krishna was born. So it's a question that any yagna was performed by Nand Maharaji to get a son. But yes, the elder brother of Nand Maharaji, Upnand, he performed certain yagnas to get a son. Because actually, he got the son who cannot arrive out of the as a gift of yagna. Because Krishna is beyond this. So one day, Nand Maharaji, he had a dream, and next day he came to his wife, Yashoda Maharani, and said, oh dear wife, I had a dream last night. A very beautiful, a very beautiful son, a boy is sitting in your lap, who has a bluish complexion, and he's enjoying in your lap. So, oh dear wife, do you also have such kinds of dream? So even Yashoda Maya said in affirmation, yes, even I had a dream. I had a same kind of dream. So that means the son who was born with Nand Maharaj and Yashoda Maya cannot be born out of Yagya. Because Krishna can only be achieved only through love. He cannot be achieved or gained out of yagnas. He can only be gained out of love. Because no one can get or gain Krishna out of yagyas. If only and only when he desires to be born as a son of Nand Maharaji and Yashoda Maharani, only then he can get a birth. So this is the background. So in the prison house, Vasudev Maharaji, he hugged Nand Maharaji and said that it's a matter of great joy that you were blessed with a boy, a baby boy. And also, my son lives in your house with Rohini, and he considers you as a father and you're taking a great care of both the kids. So, through these words, it is confirmed that Balramji can also be referred as the son of Nand Maharaj or Brajesh, Suttaya. So, first, Vasudev Maharajji congratulated Nand Maharajji. So, he's greeting and meeting Nand Maharajji with great joy, and he congratulated Nand Maharajji that even at this big age, you were blessed, old age, you were blessed with a boy. And at the same time, he said that even my son lives there with you, with Rohini Maya, and stays at your place. And you and Yashoda Maharani, they are taking great care of both the sons. So this statement proves that Krishna is also Brajesh Sutta. That means he's the son of the king of Braj. And even Balram Maharaji is considered as the son of king of Braj. So Brajesh Sutayo, both are the son of king of Braj. So there is one more reason that how Balramji is the son of king of Braj. So when Krishna went to Dwaraka, at the age of 10, he went to Mathura and then later to Dwaraka. And when he went there and stayed there forever. So Krishna had number of marriages and then blessed with sons and all. And he killed many demons also. So someone can ask that, oh Krishna, if Braj is so very attached to you and you are so very attached to Braj, so don't you remember the Braj? Krishna can never forget Vrindavan. He can never forget Braj. He can never forget the residents of Braj. He can never forget Radharani. He can never forget his own dear friends. He can never forget his father, Nand Baba and Yashoda Maya. He can never forget the cows and the calves. Even this birds, the animals, the monkeys. Krishna can never forget anyone. So Krishna never went to Raj thereafter, but he went. Just a second. Just a second. I got disconnected. Yeah. So when everyone asked, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? So Balramji lied that Krishna was very willing to come along with me. He was remembering all of you. He was trying very desperately to come back along with me. But there were so many kings on the way who wanted to pay obeisances to Krishna. So they stopped Krishna in between. Krishna was coming along with me, but he was stopped by many kings because everyone wanted to pray to other who take care of the child. So this way, Balaram Maharaj was also considered as the son of king of Braj. So there were different evidences which proves that Balramji was also famous in Braj as the son of king of Braj. So these are 3-4 evidences which certifies that Balramji is also famous in Braj as Brajesh Nandan. That means the son of king of Braj. So this is being understood by everyone. So there's a deep thought which has been discussed here. So someone may ask, said that what was the link between gopis and Balramji? So as Balramji is the elder brother of Krishna, so he's like a big brother-in-law of gopis. So there is a difference of age and even culture base, though gopis only want to talk about Krishna because they were so very deeply attached with Krishna, but they are referring to the beauty or the personality of both Krishna and Balaram. So why? Because this is the matter of love. So if they only praise and talk about the love of Krishna towards Krishna, so they don't want to very oblivious to this and they don't want to present everything in open because they gopis they want to hide their love for Krishna. So they are talking in the other way. Gopis are talking about both Krishna and Balram so that their love doesn't get publicized. That the essence of these eyes is that to see, to have the darshana of both Krishna and Balram. Because the love is not the matter to be publicized of it. But one who actually attached to Krishna, he tried to hide it. He'll say that I don't have the even scent of the fragrance of love towards Krishna. One who actually has it. Because they'll try to hide it. They'll not publicize it. Because it's a matter, if you publicize it more, it will get faded. It will evaporate. But one who tries to hide their love for Krishna, it will become more deep and condensed. So the gopis, they were talking about the beauty and the personality of both Krishna as well as Balram. That, oh dear Sakhi, those who have not, who didn't had the darshan of Krishna and Balaram, of Krishna and Balram, they don't have, there's no use of having such eyes. So this way, they were deeply engrossed with the love of Krishna and Balram when they were talking about the beauty and the personality of Krishna and Balram, and when they were talking about the flute of Krishna, Balram. So out of Krishna and Balram, who is more strong? किसका बल ज्यादा है? Who is more stronger? Strength wise, who has more strength? So if you go to Vrindavan, when you go to and to have darshan of Krishna Balram, who is more stronger? Because the who is less stronger, he so Balramji is more stronger. He's stronger. He has more strength. So you may ask that Krishna is God himself. So every time it gets added. So Balramji is Krishna, Krishna plus. That means he has more strength. Seva. That plus is service. So in Balramji, the attitude of serving is more. So Balramji has more strength. He's Krishna plus the service towards Krishna. So even the cloth, that upper cloth that Krishna wears is also Balramji. The slippers that he wears, Krishna wears, is also Balramji. The bed sheet of Krishna is also Balramji. The fan or the crown or whatever accessories you see along with Krishna is all Balaram. So, whatever things or accessories you have to pray, like the diya, the lamp, or the shankha, or the chamar, or the fan, all these accessories are Balramji himself. They all are the part of Balramji, Mridanga, Kartal. So, you cannot serve Krishna without Balramji. We all are. So, indirectly, those who want to serve Krishna, they are also the part and parcels of Balramji. Not directly, but all the dear parikas of Krishna in all the moods, Vatsalyaras, Dasiras, Sakhiras, they all are, they all have been incarnated from Balramji only. Dasya, Sakhe, and Vatsalya. So all the parikas, they get originated or incarnated out of Balramji only. But Madhuraras gopis, they all uh, arise or are the part of Radharani only. So in all the Vaikunthas and in all the incarnation of Krishna, all the servants who want to serve Krishna, they are also the part of Balramji. So whatever be the number of Krishna, that number will be multiplied of Balramji to serve Krishna. So Mahavishnu, Garbhodikshaya Vishnu, and Shirodikshaya Vishnu. So we all jivas, we arise out of that Vishnu only. So whatever form you see around this world or the spiritual world, these all belong to Balramji only. So Balramji is Krishna plus. Very beautiful. I hope my voice is clear now. So this way, so all the gopis, they are praising about the bodily beauty of Krishna and Balram, and also the beauty of the flute sound. So mm, so today we heard about the word Brajesh Suteo. Brajesh means the king of Braj, who is Nand Baba. So at the same time, Vasudev Maharaj Ji is also the king of Braj. So this one first reason is they both have cows. So they both are considered to be the king of Braj. Second reason is because Balramji was taken care as the son, as their own son only. So he was also considered as Brajesh Sud, or the son of King of Braj. And from these reasons, it has been proved in evidence that Krishna and Balram both are considered to be Brajesh Sutayo. So next we are going to hear about the next verses. In the same verse, the next stanza, that with all the friends of Krishna and Balram, they all were entering into the forest of Vrindavan. So those who were following, so in the next para, we are going to hear that those who had the darshan of uh, Krishna and Balaram entering into the forest along with their cows, with their calves, with their friends, only those eyes were blessed. Both Krishna and Balaram, so one who is following Krishna and Balaram, so now gopis are focusing on who is moving with Krishna and Balaram, like in the war. In the war, like when all the Pandavas and Kauravas, they were having a test taken by Dronacharya ji. He kept a sparrow on a tree and asked everyone that to have the eye of sparrow as a target, but everyone was referring to one or the other thing, but not the sparrow. So when everyone was asked, what do they see, what do they target? So similarly, Duryo- Duryodhan, all the Pandavas, Yudhishthir Maharaj, Bhima, everyone was referring to one or the other thing, but not the actual target. But so when Yudhishthir Maharaj was asked, he said, I can see your feet. But when Arjuna was asked that, what do you target? So Sparrow says, sorry, Arjuna says that I can only see the pupil of the eye of the sparrow. I cannot see anything else. I cannot target anything else. So, yes, you can go ahead. So, the target was hit by Arjuna only. So, this shows he was very one pointed. He had one pointed focus. Similarly, similarly, there were so many things who were moving along with Krishna and Balram, the cows, the calves, the other gopas, but the focus, one pointed focus of all the gopis were towards the. So the focus of all the gopis were towards Krishna only, who was holding a beautiful flute in his hand. We can only see him. So the bodily beauty of that Krishna, one who gets to see that, only they know. The eyes of those are blessed. So drink the beauty. Because when you see the beauty of Krishna, you think of not just seeing the beauty, you think of drinking that or relishing that. You can only say this for Krishna only. When Dhruv Maharaj had the darshan of Vrishnigar Narayan, so Dhruv Maharaj was looking at the bodily beauty of Narayan and he was thinking of just drinking the beauty because there's such kind of a darshana, such kind of look that when you see or look at it, you think of drinking it. So similarly, gopis are drinking the beauty. They're not just watching it, they're relishing. To see is one thing and to relish is the other thing. So one who is at little back, who is holding the flute, we want to drink the beauty or relish the beauty of that one. That means the Krishna. So only one who can see or have darshana and relish the darshana of Krishna, only those eyes are blessed. And the remaining are wasted. So this is the internal condensed feeling of gopis. But uh, apparently they're not presenting this so that the others cannot get to know about their love towards Krishna. So externally they are referring to the beauty of both Krishna and Balram, but their internal attachment is only and only towards Krishna. One, to have the darshan of Krishna who is holding the flute. So only those eyes are blessed who can have darshan of such Krishna. So next we are moving towards the word that when Krishna was playing the flute kept on his lips, and when he was playing that flute, so at that time Krishna was trying to infuse the nectar of his joyful, sweet nectar into that flute. Cling. So we hear the word cling. So it is a word which we get from our gurus. So in Gopal month, we get this word. So Maharaj is asking everyone to raise hand who have got the Gopal mantra. So the first word is cling. This is called the Bij mantra. This is the first mantra that was originated out of from the nectar-filled lips of Krishna, the words who were infused into the flute. So the first word is cling. Lips of Krishna. So the word that we start our Gopal month from is cling, and this word is first narrated by the flute of from the lips of Krishna only. So all the gopis, they are praising the good fortune of this flute. Gopis are looking at that flute, and many different words and words of praises are coming out from gopis, that this flute is so good, so fortunate, that it always stays on the lips of Krishna. And at the same time, they also had the desire to get the fortune just like the flute. So all the gopis, they are looking at the flute. So the flute who are getting the fortune of being close to the lips, because all the senses, like in the Suti of Brahmaji, it is said, Angani se sakrin Kalyanti. Govindam Adipurusham Tammaham Bhajami. Govindam Adipurusham Tammaham Bhajami. Govindam Adipurusham Tammaham Bhajami. So when we recite these verses in ISKCON in the morning, Mangla, 7 o'clock, during Shringar Darshan, this is the verse from Brahm Samhita. What does it mean? That Krishna can do all the work from all or any of the senses. So like if you are asked, can you see from your nose, or can you eat from your eyes, or can you smell from your ears, or can you eat from your nose? We cannot do this. But Krishna, he can do all the work from all or any of the senses. So when we offer the bhog to Krishna, so Krishna can only have a glance at that bhog and can taste it. So this is called drishti bhog. Like we keep the plate of bhoga in front of Krishna. So, so there are so many bhaktas who keep the plate in front of Krishna just for 30 seconds. So Maharaj is actually saying that we should keep the plate in front of Thakurji for at least 10 to 15 minutes. It should not be kept in a hurry. At least 10 minutes, it should be kept in front of Krishna so that he can have and eat and relish it properly. This is bhoga. So one is drishti bhog, like if you buy some sweets from outside, from market, and you want to distribute the same, you can just put a tulsi leaf in front of Krishna. You can offer it only in rare chances. That means if it's very, very urgent. Like if anyone wants to bring something for Krishna and wants to serve that same sweet at the same time, so Pujari can just keep a tulsi leaf on it and can serve. It is called Drishti Bhog. You can just show it to deities and then you can have it as a prasad. So in Jagannath Puri, it happens. So if you get a chance to have the Rath Yatra in July, so around 3-4 lakh people come, 30-40 lakh people come to have the darshan of Rath Yatra, and they get one or the other thing. And Jagannath ji is sitting on his Rath. So they just refer it to Jagannath ji from far distance, and Jagannath gets to see it. Just see it from far distance, and it is called the Shivog. He relishes and he make it prasad. Because it's not that everyone is not capable of going to the Rath and serving him there. So in olden times, Maharaj is talking that he used to go to Rath and used to stand on the Rath, and we used to hug Jagannath ji. So Maharaj is saying that I used to have a hug. We used to embrace Jagannath ji, and we used to serve Tulsi Dal on the feet of Jagannath ji. So in olden times, Maharaj used to have this kind of a darshan. But in the later time, because okay, but from Guru Parampara, we hear that we should not be standing on the Rath. So only those who are serving Jagannath ji, they should be standing on the Rath, not others. So we should not stand on the Rath. We should offer it to Jagannath from the floor only, but we should not try to go into the Rath. So we should not go onto the Rath, onto the chariot of Jagannath ji. So Maharaj is asking about who had the darshan of Puri. So in the main temple of Jagannath ji, the actual where the deities are kept, the inner chamber. Because in olden times, Pujari used to take everyone to have darshan, and we used to have the parikrama of Jagannath ji, and we used to embrace and pray and bend to the feet of Jagannath ji, but we should not be doing this. We later came to know from our Diksha Gurus and Shiksha Gurus that we should not be going inside the Garbhagriha, because that land that land is actually Shaligram, and we should not keep our feet on the Shaligram. Only the sevak, only the one who are actually serving Jagannath ji, who are bathing Jagannath ji, who are serving Jagannath ji with food and bhog, only they can go inside. But we should not go. So it was allowed for the whole public before few years. But we should not go inside the Garbhagriha. We should have darshan of Jagannath ji from outside only. Jagannath Swami, Nayan Patagami Bhavtu mein. Oh dear Jagannath ji, you come in front of my eyes. Manima, I don't know. So, like if we call anyone with some sweet words, prefix, kind of prefix, sweet prefix before the actual name, so that it actually reflects that you love someone who is very dear. Oh, my dear well wisher. Like if we call someone with some adjectives, like if you go to Jagannath Puri, if you if you go to Jagannath ji and refer him with some adjectives, so few words which are very dear to Jagannath ji. Jagannath. So those who are serving Jagannath ji, there are few. One word is very dear to Jagannath ji. Mm. Manima. Hey Manima. Oh, so this word is very dear to Jagannath ji. So even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to call Jagannath ji with Manima. Even those who are serving Jagannath ji, they call Jagannath ji through with this word. Oh dear, oh my dear, oh affectionate, oh dear one, oh near to my heart. So this way we call Manima to Jagannath ji. Manima. So if everyone go there and say, oh Jagannath, and you call that if it's, oh hey Manima, so Jagannath ji will have his glance at you. So in the temple, you cannot take any bhog inside during Rath Yatra. You cannot take anything as a bhoga. So we can just serve, and Jagannath ji or Krishna, they can have a glance on the bhog and he can have that and make it a prasad. So the place which is quite far where Jagannath ji is served prasadam. So one one kind of bhoga, they keep all the utensils in front of Jagannath ji. And so there's another room which is quite far from the main temple of Jagannath ji. It is around 25 feet apart. So around 30-35 feet distant, there's one room which is called Bhog Mandam. So there's a big hall where all the bhoga is kept. And pujaris, they keep the mantras and they show all the signs and they offer the bhog to Jagannath ji. And Jagannath ji, he glances with his big eyes and he gets that bhoga and everything becomes prasad. So Krishna can do everything or anything from his any of the senses. He can eat from ears, he can eat from eyes, but we cannot do this. So Venu, though he can play the flute from any of the senses, but he plays the flute through lips because there are holes in that flute. That one who lives along with me, he should not be having any of the shortcoming or limitation. So I should fill and complete the limitation. But this flute who lives along with me has the limitation of these holes. So I should fill these. Uh, so Krishna used to make his lips rest on the flute so that he fills these holes with the word cling. So that flute always stays nearest to the lips of Krishna. So whenever gopis see this flute, they used to have this thing in mind that how fortunate are these flutes or how fortunate is this flute. And they also desire to have the fortune of this flute. They also desire the same. So gopis are referring that, oh dear flute, you always stay near to the lips of Krishna. So when will we get this fortune of getting the sweet nectar of the lips of Krishna? So all the gopis, they desire the fortune of this flute. This is Venu Geet. गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. श्री वेणु गीत की जय. श्री गुरुदेव की जय.